Okay, we're still in section 8.3. We have this example. This is example number 3. And again, we're dealing with sine, cosine, and tangent. I write that at the top here. That may want to put that on your paper to help you remember. We've got to figure out whether we're going to use sine, cosine, or tangent. And here's my problem. We've got a 25-degree angle here. And we have x, which is, and I always want to find the hypotenuse first. Here is a right angle, and so opposite that, this is the hypotenuse. So x is the hypotenuse, and then this would be the opposite, but we don't have anything there. So that means then this side that's left, if this is opposite, then that means that this side has to be the adjacent side. So adjacent is on this side, which is 33 inches. Now, since I'm dealing with the hypotenuse and I'm dealing with adjacent, then I have to have opposite for sine, so it's not going to be sine. Adjacent and hypotenuse, those are the two that I'm dealing with, adjacent hypotenuse. And again, tangent, I know it can't be because we're dealing with the hypotenuse here. Anytime you deal with the hypotenuse, it can't be tangent. And so this one is going to be cosine. Cosine, and the angle degree that they gave me is 25 degrees. That always goes on the side where you have sine, cosine, or tangent. Equals, and then the ratio would be the adjacent over the hypotenuse. So it would be 33 over x. All right, so there's my setup. Cosine 25 degrees equals 33 over x. And so now then I'm just going to put the cosine of 25 degrees over 1, and I'm going to make it into a proportion. And so now I have this proportion, cosine of 25 degrees over 1 equals 33 over x. And to solve a proportion, we cross multiply. And so I'm going to take then x times, and then it's going to be cosine of 25 degrees equals 33 times 1, which would be 33. Now, before, that took us right to where we had x by itself. X is not by itself here, so that means I'm going to have to divide by the cosine of 25 degrees. So on this side, I divide by cosine of 25 degrees. That gets rid of those, and so x is equal to, now we got x by itself. And now then I'm going to have to use my calculator, and I'm going to have to punch in my calculator 33, and then divided by, this time, the cosine. So we're going to have to hit the cosine button, and then 25 degrees, and then we'll hit equal or enter, and we end up with x equals 36.41147, and it keeps going on. And since we're going to have to round here, we'll say to the nearest tenth. And so x would equal then 36.4. And in this case, it did give us a units of inches, and so it would be inches. So 36.4 inches would be the answer then for x, which would be the hypotenuse. So again, label what they give you on your diagram, then figure out which one, is it sine, cosine, or tangent. And in this case, we dealt with the hypotenuse, and we had adjacent, and so it was cosine this time. So once you get your setup, then you can just put that over 1, and you got a proportion, you just cross multiply and solve. And that's it.